Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your October 16th, 2025. Well, another gorgeous day all across North Georgia. We're going to wrap up the week with some very nice weather as well. But we are still tracking a cold front for the weekend with some rain, although I don't think we're going to get as much as I was hoping we would get with this because it's just moving so fast. And then we're going to talk about some cooler weather for next week as well. Now, before we get into all of this, if you're watching here, obviously here on the YouTube channel, what I need you to please do, if you're anywhere across North Georgia, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content, and help us out here. Leave a comment down below, give me a thumbs up. It does help with that YouTube algorithm thing. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Blue Ridge, Georgia. What a delightful afternoon. A lot of blue skies out there. A great looking day. And also looking at a great day over toward Brasstown Bald as well. A lot of blue skies. Starting to see those leaves starting to change a little bit out there. Looking at a little bit of color showing up. And it should be a great weekend if you want to start doing some of that initial fall foliage, as we're not quite to peak, but we're going to see the colors really start to pick up here as we go in the days ahead. Radar is all clear. Expected to remain that way at least until Saturday night, Sunday morning. That's when we expect to see that coming in going into Sunday morning. And looking at that satellite picture, look at all that clear skies here across our area. Looking very nice indeed. A delightful fall day. All right, quick look at your regional temperatures out there. Atlanta is up to 81 degrees, so not quite as warm as yesterday where they hit 86, actually tied a record high. But unseasonably warm once again out there for today. Normal high is supposed to be about 75 or so, trending downward. 72 up in Gainesville, actually. So it's definitely been running above normal there. Now, as a quick look out in the tropics, we are quiet out there for the moment. We are going to be tracking this little tropical wave back here that's going to be making its way into the Caribbean. This area next week will need to be monitored for potential development. Might see Melissa there, but again, not looking too bad for right now. Now, you're going to see a lot of social media traffic on this, talking about severe weather on Saturday, kind of a Saturday night, early Sunday. Some storms out in Arkansas and Missouri. I'm not expecting that to be the same when it arrives over us. It's going to lose its gusto. It's coming in during not prime heating. We're not going to have that there. And we got some relatively stable air out ahead of this thing as well. So we're going to see some rain, but this thing's moving pretty quickly, and I'm not overly impressed with the rainfall amounts that I'm seeing right now showing up on some of the model data out there. Now, let's go take a look at that model data here. First, we'll take a look at the NAM model as I got this looping on through here for you. As you'll kind of see the tail end of this, you'll start seeing some of this thunderstorm activity right up in here as we get towards Saturday night. So watch what happens up that way. As you kind of see, there it goes, kind of popping across Missouri and Arkansas. And then that'll come into our area going in towards Sunday morning, at least the latest European on this. So again, looking at this right now on the European model as I got this looped on through. Again, we're quiet into the weekend, but there it goes right there. Let me slow that down just a little bit for you there. Again, going into the Sunday morning hours, coming across, and there could be some downpours. Seeing a little thunder with this as this comes on through. But this is moving pretty fast, folks. It's just not going to dump a whole lot of rain as this moves on through for this weekend. So as a result of that, as we take a look at the forecast possibility as far as the total rainfall totals, not very impressive here. Maybe a half inch, 3/4 inch at best, but really not all that bad across North Georgia. And then the areas down to the south, they're even going to get less. So I was hoping we get a little more out of this system, but that doesn't look like it's in the cards this time around. So let's look at your forecast maps here as we're tracking multiple fronts here. I mean, actually multiple ones coming on through. Watch a little timestamp there on top as we kind of track you on through here as we go into the weekend. Again, looking very good going into Saturday. We got high pressure holding on there, but that front will be coming in late in the day on Saturday and Sunday. This thing's going to race through here, so this is going to come on through pretty fast. And looks like we should be good for the Talladega race this weekend. This comes on through. There's the front going into Sunday. So Monday right there with that high overhead, I'm anticipating Monday, I'm expecting some 30s in the North Georgia mountains. I'm expecting the air is drier. The air is a little bit cooler, it's a little thicker. So I'm expecting the potential, maybe frost for some areas from like Blue Ridge over to Clayton. Areas up there could see their first frost, first 30-degree temperatures. We've already seen lows get down to 42. So to get down another 4 degrees, I don't think that's a big stretch here going into the next week. And then we got another front coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll cool it down once again going into Wednesday with some cool weather. And then Thursday, the GFS model was doing something really crazy. I posted on that on my Facebook page. But want to stay with the European model on this for right now. So here we go. Our forecast here with Gainesville will be a little bit cooler in the eastern northeastern zones. Again, kind of left over from that cool wedge, the orange front that came in here late today. And look at that, 76.53. So the morning low is going to be a little bit cooler this morning, or tomorrow morning compared to this morning. Maybe there's a few 40s out there across North Georgia mountains and some 50s out there. Just a few degrees cooler than we had this morning. Daytime highs tomorrow, again, 70s up in the northeast zones. Rome is seeing a 30-degree swing from 53 to 83, a 30-degree swing in temperatures just because the air is so dry. And the sun angle is still decent enough to warm us up very quickly there for this afternoon. Regionally looking like this, again, 73 in Charlotte, 74 in Asheville, 89 in Jackson, 86 Memphis, and 80 degrees down in Destin. And the next 7 days, okay, so we're going to cool it down a little bit today. Back up to 80 on Saturday, ahead of that approaching front. Here comes the storm, so it's not going to be as cool on Sunday because of clouds and rain coming in, obviously. 75, 60 there, and then 74, 48, 48 in Gainesville. Mountain locations could see upper 30s. I don't think that's out of the question there. 77, 49 on Tuesday, and then 69, 48 on Wednesday, 71, 47 on Thursday. So definitely feeling more in line to where it's supposed to release at normal or maybe a little bit below normal going into next week. So a little bit of a change there for you. All right, again, appreciate everybody checking us out here on the YouTube channel. If you're not yet officially a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. And as always, if you got a weather-related question, please post it down below. All right, I appreciate it, guys. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.